Alright guys, I got a 2018 RZR RS1 here. This is the front bumper from RZR, from Polaris. It has the winch mount right here. I don't have a winch for it yet. But installing this at the house here, I came across a couple issues that I really didn't see any information online about. One thing is, under here, this attach point right here, there's a little clip back here behind this, a metal clip. You need to make sure that whenever you install it, this piece right here, I'm not sure if you can see it or not. If not, I'll take a picture of it. But this piece right here, make sure it's clipped on top of this metal piece here. If not, when you take these bolts out right here, when you take those out, it's going to drop down like mine did underneath the front differential here, and you're going to be out here for hours trying to get it back up there, or you're going to have to remove the differential altogether. Another thing, on this bumper there's a frame stiffening piece that goes right in here. Again, if the video doesn't turn out, I'll take a picture of it. That piece right there, the instructions aren't clear on where that piece goes. It has a weird looking graphic. If I can find it, I'll post it as well. But that piece, the little L-shaped piece, goes right in here. The best way to get it in there is to actually take your battery box out. Now, you don't have to take it completely out. What I did is there's two bolts on the top. I took that loose and kind of pushed it back a little bit, just enough for me to get that down in there. Dropped it in, and there's 4 bolts that holds that in there. And that basically strengthens up this member right here. So when you bolt right here, there's 2 bolts here, and of course your mounting point down here. But these 2 bolts here go to a metal piece right here, and that L-shaped bracket just stiffens it up. That way it's actually going to the frame itself and not just a metal piece here. Other than that, it's a very simple installation. Shouldn't take more than 20-30 minutes at the most. It took me a little longer because I had this clip down here that fell down, and I had to figure out where this L-shaped bracket went, and there's no information that I can find on it. And the picture they give from Polaris doesn't really give you much information on it at all. Also, you will have to take your front grille off under your head, unclip your headlights. This whole thing will have to come off in order to get access to all that. All right, this is that little L-shaped piece that I was talking about. It's right in there. You can kind of somewhat make it out there. That piece goes right there in front of the battery box. Again, it's hard to see in there. You really need to take the grill off, but I don't want to take the whole bumper off. But it's 2 bolts right there, and then back behind it you'll see there's another 2 bolts that hold it in. And that just basically stiffens this frame up right here with this metal piece here. That way when you do put a winch on it, that you're actually pulled against the frame and not against this this metal piece right here. All right, this is that little clip I was talking about right here. That right there, that little metal piece sticking up right there, it hooks onto this lip and holds that metal piece with the nuts on for these bolts. So you want to make sure that is still there before you take these out. Because if you take these out and that's not clipped there the correct way, or it's turned upside down or something like that, you're going to fight with it, or you're going to have to pull this front diff out and get it on there correctly. I'm not sure if mine was on upside down from the factory, or whenever I backed the bolts off it just fell off and I didn't notice it, but I didn't know that was the case until after it fell down.